This perp back with another video, and I finally got around to checking out the very first episode of the brand new Netflix anime Delicious in Dungeon. This was a very fascinating first episode. First off, I really like the art style of this. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Ranking of Kings, a bit of Shield Hero. Not as detailed as Shield Hero, but it definitely has that fantasy kind of element to it. Something akin to even like Fearin a little bit. So it has a lot of things going for it. Even a little bit of Food Wars minus, the setting and stuff, if you just kind of stick with the food. And this is pretty much what you're going to get with this first episode, is talking about a lot of food, monster food to be specific. So I like how this episode opens up kind of giving us the breakdown of this world, this guy narrating, telling you exactly what happened with the world, and then we get the title Delicious in Dungeon, and we get introduced to our main characters. Latios is like the knight character, where he's kind of talking to himself because he's hungry and he's just getting distracted, while his party is just pretty much getting trashed by this big ass red dragon. And then all of a sudden he sees his sister push him out the way, and she is eaten by the dragon. But before she could be pretty much devoured, she does a spell, which this spell allows the remaining party to kind of escape, but they're pretty much going to have to start from the very beginning. So Latios pretty much makes it his mission to go save his sister before the dragon can digest her. And I really like his crew, because the crew that he was originally with left the party, so it's just Latios and Maricel. And I forget old boy's name, the young bull. I forget his name. But it gets to this point where Latios was about to go off on his own and go to this dungeon to face the dragon by himself. He didn't want the rest of his party to kind of get involved, but they said, no, we're in this together. So they head into the dungeon, and pretty much as soon as they get into the dungeon, this is where Latios pretty much says, like, this is what we're going to use to kind of eat. We're broke right now, we don't got that much money, but if we're able to kind of work our way up to the food chain, we can survive by eating these monsters. And Maricel, she's kind of on the fence about it. She thinks it's nasty, she just wants to eat regular food, but every time she tries it, she starts to kind of have a different view on it. As soon as they meet this guy here, the kind of chunky guy that seems to know everything, I think his name was Senshi or some shit like that, but he knows a lot more about monster food than Latios, because Latios has almost got everybody killed by eating like this poisonous scorpion without really knowing how to properly prepare it. But he knows a lot about these monsters, and because he's been down in these dungeons for about 10 years, so he pretty much kind of joins their party. And I'm curious to see if there's going to be any more characters that is going to join their party, or if it's just going to be these four, and who is going to be the main antagonist outside of the dragon, because that's the goal, to get to the dragon to save Latios' sister. A lot of interesting things just in this first episode. You get a lot of information of all these different monsters and what you're able to cook with them, and make certain dishes that no one has ever tried before. So like I said, it has a lot of interesting world building in this first episode, and just character introductions. The humor is really on point. Like I said, I found myself laughing quite a bit throughout this first episode. I just wish that this wasn't weekly and I could kind of binge this, because this definitely seems like a anime that is worthy to binge over watching it weekly. I want to see if things get serious. Where's the gore at in this? How far are they going to push the stakes of certain characters? Because are they going to be able to put them in harm's way, or is it just going to kind of play it safe and be a little bit more about the comedy than the actual task at hand in saving Latios' sister and whatnot? So there's a lot of interesting things or thoughts that I have about this. I really enjoyed this first episode. If you got around to checking it out, what were your thoughts on it? Do you think it was okay? You just gotta wait for some more episodes to come by to kind of watch it in chunks instead of week to week? How are you gonna go about it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.